a lot of time we want to give students enough practice time so that when students have a lot of practice, right, they will see themselves improving, and when they see themselves improving, they will start to enjoy the lesson. But the problem is that when the practice becomes very lengthy, the students may get distracted by many things that is happening in the classroom, and that is when they start to lose focus of the learning goal and they will start to do other things. So this is what we don't want. So what we can do is we can split the learning tasks into 3 shorter practices, and in between those practices, right, we can ask the students some questions to reflect upon what they just did and think about what they can do better the next round. Yeah, so something like this.
Okay, so good morning students. So today we're going to practice the underhand throw, alright? Any of you know what the underhand throw is? Yes, good. I see that swing movement. That's what we're going to practice on today, okay? So I want you to imagine your arm is like a playground swing. It's going to move back and forward. Can you show me how your arm can move like a playground swing? Nice, that's it. So we're going to focus on swing our arm back and forward. Alright, so I want you to stand at the spots later on and practice throwing with the underhand swing. Alright, off you go. Alright, let's focus on the throwing. It's okay if you cannot catch it. Swing and good. You can try using another hand, alright, and see which arm works better. Okay, students, now that we have tried our first activity, do you feel that your master hand could throw better? Or do you think the other hand works better for you? Who thinks that master hand works better? Okay, so both of you feel that your master hand works better. Okay, remember that. We're going to continue using that knowledge and we're going to move on to the second activity. Okay, alright students, so this is our second activity. We're going to continue practicing our underhand swing. This time round, we're going to practice throwing into the different zones. Okay, we have the first zone over here, second zone, and the third zone. So the third zone is the furthest zone you can throw into. I want you to practice the swing and then see what happens when you try to throw further and further. Okay? Alright, let's go. Okay. Nice. I see all of you looking at the target when you throw. Alright, now that we have completed our second activity, I want you to think about what you did to get your beanbag into a further zone, okay? Think about it and then you discuss with your partner. Alright? Alright, students, now we are moving on to our last activity. It is a game, okay? It's called tic-tac-throw. Alright, so you're gonna try to get a beanbag into the different hoops and try to get 3 in a row, diagonal, horizontal or vertical. Okay. That's it, that's one.
What the teacher did just now was when she explained the throwing technique to the students, right? She only focused on one technique, which is the arm swing. Yeah, so she wants the student to focus on this learning cue throughout the lesson so that the student will not be distracted by so many learning cues and the student can be more focused at the learning goal. And also, right, the 3 different activities are, although they were all throwing action, but they were quite different. So it gave the student a little bit of variety. This is something we can do to keep the students focused to the learning goal.